What gamers? I am officially back with another video. In Bayonetta 3. Now, I actually did buy the game just today, along with Bayonetta 1 and 2, because of stupid storage on the Switch. I can't have all three of them on the same part. Yeah, I can't have all three on the same at the same time on the console, which is a load of bullshit. Okay? The total storage is crap. It's limiting what you can put on there just because of the storage. I don't know if the OLED is bigger than that. If the OLED has more storage, leave in the comments down below because I have no damn clue. Because I may ask what OLED for Christmas. So I can have more fucking storage. If it does have that much storage. Yes. So yeah, Bayonetta 3 is actually one of the most recent games. Being 2 years old at this point. Came out all the way back in 2022. I only got into Bayonetta this year, but I think I heard about it sometime a few years ago. And yes, I'm definitely going to explain the whole thing that happens. You know, small, big, an event that happened in the game that caused some things to happen, change. So yeah, let's get into it. So the game opens up with an animation instead of sort of thrusting us right into it, sort of, but more narrative sense this time, unlike the previous two games. Because they're also pretty rusted. They're pretty pointless in a way. Like, I mean, I expect they were pretty pointless, so I think they should have done something else. Anyway. So as I said, the game opens up with narration by a new character. I explained about what her dad said about a fork in the road. You know, she also talked about the multiverse in a way. That somewhere in another world, a version of her father exists. She looked at that day, but those hopes were crushed. And then we see a fight going on. It's Bayonetta fighting some creature. And this is weird to think about. I said, Bayonetta's look here is where this is not the first game. Yeah, she looks like her counterpart for the first game, Bayonetta 1, from 2008. Oh, it's 2009, sorry. 16 years. 16 years ago. That's weird thing to say. Since Bayonetta, by the time Bayonetta 3 came out, it was 15 years old. Yeah, this is quite interesting. Bayonetta's in a fight. Eagle-eyed, or should I say eagle-eared, viewers may hear may speak something sounds off with Bayonetta's voice. That's because this is not Helena Taylor was in the character. Instead, she's now being played by Jennifer Hale. What? Why did they replace the iconic voice actress? Because it's in controversy she got herself in. Basically, Platinum Games asked her to come, gave her a reasonable amount of money to come back for the third rise of once again. But she turned it down because she wanted more money. But Platinum refused. Yes, what's somewhere. So, yeah. Oh, it's great. That one, yeah, asked for more money. Not bad, understandable, since you've been playing a popular character quite a while. That, which is actually was unreasonable. So Platinum had the right idea. So we cast her with Jennifer Hale. That doesn't. So yeah, that's where the controversy comes from for the actress. In this, her controversy comes from her lying about how much money she was offered to return to the role. Yes, she lied on how much they paid her. which is just not right to do. You are entitled for more money, ask for more money if you're being playing a popular character. But lying to your fans, telling them to boycott the game just because you think you weren't paid enough, that's just not right. Like, but she lost all my respect. Then again, I never really respected her in the first place because I was in front of her. So Jennifer Hill actually has a long list of credits. She's not British though, like Helen Taylor. Ooh. Right? She does a good job mimicking Helen's voice, but you can tell it's a little bit different. But you can tell tried the best. She tried the best to mimic the voice. I say Taylor does a good. I say Jennifer Hale does a good job. She's going to be the permanent voice of the character for going forward. After what Helen Taylor did, I won't be surprised if she actually ever decide to often come back for the role again. Anyway, Jennifer Hale's voice acting career. She's actually, interesting enough, one of her voicing Sam and Mandy from Totally Spies, who will not be reprising her role though for the upcoming new series. Yeah, they recast for some reason. I don't know why. If Jennifer Hale wasn't, they recasted Mandy and Sam because I was sad because Jennifer Hale could be pretty busy. Since Sam and Clover's voice actor, Alex and Clover's voice actors, would come back, but they would never ask for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. We'll see how many voice actors do when he eventually gets an English release. Right. As I said, Bayonetta's fighting. But she ends up losing. This is a really tough battle. There's been a song. And just the two new characters, Viola and Sigurd. She has a personal connection to Bayonetta. Bayonetta gives her a lot of energy before she dies. Yeah, they killed Bayonetta. Sigurd ends up getting killed before he does. He gives her a special necklace to send her away, keep her safe. After he dies, she must be back for those bastards. And she disappears. Meanwhile, but we're cut to New York, which has been established to be Bayonetta's new home. So yeah, we did not know where Bayonetta lived in the first game. We can only guess. But now it's been back to the second game. Her home has been established to be in New York. I wonder if she knows the Avengers of Ninja Turtles. I get it. I should actually see Plattman actually ask Capcom to do a crossover with Devil May Cry. You know? Really interesting. Yeah. Enzo's again doing Bayonetta's, doing again. Evans. He does not like it. Enzo still plays the same actor from the previous game, who, if you don't know, was recast from the first game. There's a bad, but I prefer the old one because it just spits the stereotype. Yes, man. And we see Bayonetta with a new look, new hairstyle. She decided to go with her hairstyle she had when she was just a child. The Cereza hairstyle we saw in the first game, the curly pigtails. So I was interested that she decided to do that, mostly to embrace herself, to embrace her childhood, younger self again, after she learned the truth about her father in the previous game, who wasn't really a bad guy at all. But it's because he was corrupted by that power. He knew what was going to happen, risk his life, and knew Bayonetta would eventually stop him. That was his whole point. Respect that character. So I do plan to replay Bayonetta 1 with the contents I learned from Bayonetta 2. So Bayonetta seems to be meeting someone. And she hears a voice. After that, she has a sneaking on a cruise ship. What's that? Even Enzo in the car. He's definitely pissed. There's some weird shit's going on. Starts raining and clouds appear out of nowhere. As then, the girl Viola falls from the sky into Enzo's car. She wakes up. She asks him to take her to Bayonetta, or she passes out again. You see? So yeah, a new threat's risen for Bayonetta. Usually you think angels would show up. No angels this time. And Bayonetta doesn't even go to Purgatoria this time. So it seems like the first time in the series, granted it's just only 2 entries prior, she's not going to not fighting in Purgatoria. She always fights there. There were rare times in the first game she did not fight there, but you get my point. Bayonetta, so yeah. So she bases up these new villains. And she intentionally got her dress torn this time. You can really tell. Her expression. So once again, once the outfit gets damaged, she strips and builds her new outfit. And it's quite interesting to see these from the first 2 games. In the first 2 games, she had more of a jumpsuit type outfit. Hiding her sexiness. But her new outfit here seems more childlike. Or something more, or not childlike, more like a regular badass woman. You know? She's wearing a type of dress now. I'm not against it. I'm just saying it's kind of weird at first. And a nice new little touch is that her pigtails form a bit of a bow now. Yeah, she has a bow on her back now, so she's like a princess now. Also, she's bracing her true past now. I think she was attempting to brace. I think the new look from the previous game was that right now she's someone who's now has more knowledge. So yeah, Rodan comes in with her new weapons, and she faces off against them. Her new weapon comes with 3 barrels. That's of 12 of shots she can do. That's actually pretty cool. And I can't wait to play it myself. Bayonetta 2 3 came out in 2022. We do not know what the Platinum has planned for Bayonetta 4. Obviously, they're planning to take the criticism to heart and probably work on it this time. They really do care about the franchise and take criticism to heart. Of course, Matt McMuscle's a video on what happened to Bayonetta 3, on Bayonetta 3. Going over its story and development and stuff. So, be interested to go look it up. Alright, these enemies are tough. I mean, someone's will work properly on them. So she has a Demon Slay spell. You can roll down surprise right bit. Even that spell was lost for a long time. Yeah, basically. So, yeah, Sean also shows up to help. These creatures are tough. Even a demon shows up. Again. Because you only fought 1 demon in the last game. That's a bit of it was a bit of a weird thing for this game. They only fought 1 demon. So, I do like how now they give Bayonetta's demon summons their own guides, their own portfolio collection and stuff to learn more about them. After defeating them, Rodan wants to talk to them so we head to the gates of hell. So yeah, they won't know how that is. Since they're obviously not working with Roland. We also know what I'm about. They soon realize that they're not from the three realms. They're not angels or demons. They're actually human, part human. That's not possible. The girl Viola shows up, basically says that they are homunculi. That makes a lot of sense. Viola introduces herself to them. She wants their help. This is saying she realizes that she knows that John. She wants to help. John's with her, so buys a gun at her, but I said bullets at her. But Viola is pretty skilled. John questions her who taught her that magic. She realizes that she knows both of them in the alternate universe and they're both dead. So, realizes that John died sometime before that. She wants to help. An evil villain is coming across the world, is destroying the multiverse. Multiverse this time, well, it's linked to time in a way. So it kind of counts, but also doesn't. If you get what I mean. Anyway, she has a special type of thing called special type of device, a chaos device or something. But the person who made it is called Sigurd, similar to the man we met earlier who was killed. As she says, he's the only one who knows how they work. Without him, all these chaos pins, the world is doomed. See in the background some type of demon walking about. Roland just had a nap and asks who the hell that is. Actually gets a profile on him. The demon's called Cheshire. That name won't stop us then. I see what a Bayonetta from Viola's universe named it. So it was quite a funny gag. Let's see where the story goes. Right, sorry about the long pause. Where was I? Yes. So, yeah, John goes to find Professor Sigurd, while Bayonetta and Viola head off to a special island. Recently to find Chaos Skiers. I'll just spoil a little bit later, but... So... Yeah. We see someone there. Yeah, they're attacked by more homunculi. They eventually take them down. And well, when Bayonetta finds a that teleports you to another universe, they end up getting separated. Bayonetta ends up on a train in Japan. It's quite interesting too. And not just anywhere in Japan. Shibuya. That's the most common place you see. Batman Games did team up with Square Enix to create the Nier series and Yoko Taro. Even though Yoko Taro wasn't really part, I guess Yoko Taro seemingly joined Batman Games sometime in the 2000s. The Batman Games was informed until around the late 2000s. You understand what I mean? Bayonetta is one of the first games that was made by the company. But, So yeah, Bayonetta battles her way throughout Shibuya. Under Rodan, who has a new way of selling getting weapons to you, new skills and weapons to you. The gates of hell can be transformed thanks to a gramophone, I guess. I don't know. Unlike in the original games where it's just a portal. I don't know how it works well because I do plan to play it myself though. So we'll see. After being another monster, she ends up getting a vision. more like a vision of the past. She sees this universe's John again was killed. So since this one's Bayonetta was found in Japan, not America. Let's don't forget, Bayonetta was found 20 years ago. Was found in Japan. Found in America. In this continuity, she was found in Japan. And I kind of wish the games explored this more. I kind of wish it was explored more. You know, be pretty fun. So yeah, this is some. Bayonetta also ends up by temporarily contracted to a spider-themed demon. And when she first meets it, we get a reference to Devil May Cry 1. Which makes a lot of sense, just don't forget. The people who created Bayonetta series worked on the first Devil May Cry. You can find a comparison on it on YouTube. But the ending is quite different. That's why the final Devil May Cry was under the attitude of Mundus, Big Bad. But the spider demons are actually contracted to this world's Bayonetta. That's their own unique weapons. Since this one's more influenced by Devil May Cry than the previous games. On fighting way for Japan, Bayonetta ends up running into a familiar face, Luca. And Luca's introduction in this point of the story is a nice little reference to his introduction in the first game, when he just runs past a cart girl, backstrack, and blurts before running off again. Like last time, no, the girl this time is Bayonetta. You could think this universe's version of the character. That would not make sense, though. And this is definitely our Luca, because he's a Cerezita, which he called Young Cereza back in the first game. So it seems she has some power similar to like Dante's Devil Trigger. As in, she can, whichever demon she has, she can switch between their forms, whichever weapon is equipped. Similar to how some of the Devil May Cry games do it. Whichever devil worm you have, your Devil Trigger form will be different. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah. In this multiverse angle could have been an opportunity for a crossover with Devil May Cry if it's not in the same continuity. Anyway, in terms of watching her Japanese counterpart, not Japanese, sorry, her counterpart fight off this homunculi. Little brat, everyone that's in Shibuya actually speaks Japanese. The subtitles translate it. Yeah, they actually are speaking Japanese. Unlike games are set in those countries, they speak English as an English dub. So most likely, Batman got some local Japanese actors, or just used the staff, or the staff just did it for these scenes. Just voicing the counterparts. Anyway, after being the Honk Knight, the Bayonetta of Japan was sneak attacked. Before she died, she saw her counterpart and gave her weapons. And she's now contracted to that demon. So, based on this big boss, Bayonetta has a very big summon. And it's different to the other summons, though, in the way it's styled. She just basically somehow whips out a heart? I guess it regenerates every time she uses it. Some of them wants to have a big, powerful summon. And she defeats the monster. Homunculi. And gains a Chaos Gear. Meanwhile, Jean gets on unique gameplay style when she's infiltrating in the lab to find Dr. Sigurd. Yeah, it goes more of a Batman Arkham or just Blackgate story. Goes to something like that. It's more side scrolling. and stealth. Something like the Assassin's Creed Chronicle games, where they're more side-scrolling games where you sneak and attack targets. It's annoying now. It's not my thing. I don't hate Assassin's Creed. The Chronicles games are just not my thing. So yeah, it's quite interesting too. So I'm curious to see how well it does when I actually play it myself. So yeah, anyway, after returning to the wheel, she ends up playing throughout the Iron Wall, ends up on another portal, ends up to another universe. Seems to be a version of China. Seems to be a Bayonetta of this world too. Looks like China. So it seems each Earth is connected by one person, Bayonetta. If she's killed or something, the universe disappears, never to exist again. It's kind of like how YouTube channel SD4 did its own kind of lore in a way. Mario is a symbol of the SMG4 universe. If he dies, the universe goes. Type of thing. It's an online series, by the way. Just go look up those arcs. It's pretty fascinating. Anyway. She also is a vision of this world's Bayonetta, who rides a steam train demon. Bayonetta bites her way through, ends up running to Viola. Also own good skills, but she's not as strong as Bayonetta. And she has quite a different personality. She sets herself apart from Bayonetta, unlike Nero from Dante. No offense to Nero, I like his character. I should send my DMC4 review. But Viola, who's a new character who has similar skills, I think, already sets herself apart in personality. So, yeah, Bayonetta. She calls Viola little kitty, and she seems to hate that. And she says her name is Viola in a way similar to how Luca says her name. And speaking of the devil, Luca shows up. Viola recognizes him too. What's the connection to him though? Because since that Bayonetta of that universe seems that Bayonetta 2 never happened in that continuity. So she never learned the truth about her father. So Bayonetta 2 continuity never existed in that game. That game never existed in that continuity. Just by design, since Bayonetta did change her look for 2. And, well, when he gets a closer look at Viola, Lucas seems to say, Hugh. Don't tell me it's an easy thing to figure out. Don't tell me that in her universe, she's actually the daughter of Luca. Actually, it would make sense. It's quite interesting. DMC5 came out 3 years prior in 2019. Bayonetta 3 style is a little bit of a downgrade to Devil May Cry 5, but that's due to the Switch's limitations. And storage is crap on there. Anyway, Bayonetta decides we all look after Luca while she's gone. So yeah. We briefly swap to... We actually get to play as Viola in this point of the story. She ends up losing Luca. Isn't that what he is? Bayonetta ends up getting help from her counterpart in this universe. Not even a reaction. Like, this world's Bayonetta wasn't even surprised to see there's her. Like, she knew it was coming. So the two will team up. Decent demons. After getting the Chaos Gear, Bayonetta of China is attacked. She's at unseemly killed. So Bayonetta takes down the homunculi and gains the Chaos Gear, returns back to the world. She'll take down that bastard once and for all. So yeah, Viola's still looking for Luca. Back in the world, Viola's looking for Luca. And we'll see her head into another universe. It's gonna be a long video. Right, I'm gonna cut down on the next 2 levels so I can get to the climax easily, because I don't know if this video could go past 40 minutes. So let's quickly go with it. Viola arrives to the desert, possibly Egypt and multiverse. As she searches for Luca, she ends up coming across that wolf demon, who's actually revealed to be Luca. Bayonetta also is there and finds out too. Somehow, Viola ends up getting impaled like Dante does in Devil May Cry. But she ends up waking some type of power, similar to a devil trigger. So yeah, something probably she use in game. So yeah, Viola decides to go after Luca. She has more connection to him than Bayonetta. Bayonetta goes and meets her counterpart in this world, where the genre of this world gone, and the Bayonetta of that world also sacrificing herself. Anyway, then they end up, after getting the 4th gear, Chaos Gear, they end up in France. Where there's a friend, we see Enzo in this world too. This girl's Enzo. He's a cop. Enzo, a cop. That's so weird. And just enough, in this world, Bayonetta's mother is alive. Rose is alive. And they're both thieves. They're not splitting up. Viola ends up facing off against Luca, but having a tough time. I don't see Viola again for a bit. Bayonetta, this is one of the most emotional levels for Bayonetta. And she has to face down her own mother who's being controlled. It's an emotional goodbye. And eventually Bayonetta faces up against this world version of herself. Since she's a beaver and stolen the gear. Range doesn't right, but French Bayonetta gets possessed. So yeah. And replies. They're both gone. And she says, Bayonetta says, hope you'll be reunited with your mummy. Don't forget, Bayonetta still calls her mummy. It's kind of weird hearing a grown woman say that, but Meanwhile, Jean finds Dr. Sigurd, who agrees to help. They reunite with each other. They reunite as they head to the altar. I don't want to get and take it down some nuclear attacking. Bayonetta goes in alone. Ends up running into Luca. And defeat him. Seeing himself by himself. Viola also shows up. We have a Luca, who's an alternate version of Luca. Little detail. There's some butterfly themes going on. Luca's new demon power has some butterfly themes on him. And Viola's demon form has some butterfly theme too. Now, as you know, there's a butterfly thing going on with Bayonetta. So it's quite interesting little detail. Hey, Luca's still alive, thank God. It's also revealed that Singularity, the villain, was actually the Dr. Sigurd the whole time, who killed off one of his own counterparts. And the Alphaverse was only a ploy just to get them there, another trap there, as Sigurd double crosses them and kills John. Luca now knows his purpose and merges with Luca, turning him back to normal. Luca now knows his purpose to get them back, to get them to where they need to be. Wee says, I love both of you. Showing how much Ian Bayonetta actually have grew closer and closer, and eventually they love each other. So yeah, as you're listening to this, let's see how this final battle goes. Alright, let's quickly finish up the story. So Bayonetta wakes up in New York alone. She says that Hela ends up facing off against the singularity. These are tough fights. Bayonetta struggles. In the end, seems like she's gonna meet the same fate as Bayonetta of Viola's world. Viola can't do anything about it either. She tries but can't. And Bayonetta is saved by herself. Two of them, actually. It's the versions of Bayonetta 1 and 2. This is just an excuse to bring them on screen instead of using time travel. Time travel would be more easier, less confusing, but yeah. And even combine their powers to face off against him. And yeah, not working. Bayonetta's witch heart gets damaged. But she uses the last of her powers. With Luca's help, they defeat Singularity. In the end, Bayonetta dies. Her soul got separated from her body, and she ends up being dragged to the underworld. It's actually revealed that Viola is actually the daughter of Cereza and Luca. Is a truly mystic goodbye. Viola has one more challenge show, based off against the darkness her mother left behind, and unlocking that new demon power she got. And she's like a half demon now. She's like Dante. That's cool. So yeah. So some time has passed. Viola's now Viola's now basically the new Bayonetta. Yeah, she is going by the name Bayonetta. Like her mother. Luca's still alive. Since her mother and father, since the versions of them are dead. So she's living in our world now. It's kind of a sad end. As the game has an end, we get another dance sequence, something we haven't seen since Bayonetta 1. I'm not sure. So this is not the first, not just 3 years after Devil May Cry 5. We're seeing we get a new protagonist in the next game. Unlike this, Devil May Cry 5 actually had an experience with Nero on Devil May Cry 4. And the game was mostly focused on Nero's journey. So yeah, are they trying to replace the new old protagonist? I think they're just doing it for a new generation, but Bayonetta's only have 3 main entries and a prequel. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but oh well. And that was Bayonetta 3. I can see why the Emperor's end is a little complicated, mixed. Oh yeah, it's emotional, yet they had to say goodbye to Bayonetta, who's only in her 3rd entry. I'm not sure this was a wise idea. Maybe they should at least wait a little while. They didn't. They still require her to force him not to kill off Dante, as in he has a possible return if they decide to go with it. And like Bayonetta. So yeah, Bayonetta 3 was alright, I guess. From the story's perspective, it's alright, but not as top tier as the previous 2. So yeah, sorry about that. But this is not the end of Bayonetta. We still got that Bayonetta prequel to come do. So then we'll have to wait for Bayonetta 4. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please press that button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. You know, I'll be always close to the future. I'll see you guys next time for Bayonetta Origins. Shin Megami Games out.